You're going to tell the entire planet how much you weigh? I knew you were brave. I didn't know you'd gone mad. Cue the mooing in today's video. Welcome back to Hustle Harder Mommy, a channel dedicated to becoming healthier, wealthier, and wiser. I'm your girl Erica, and in today's video, we are going to have my beginning stats, my before pictures, and the weigh-in. You mean to tell me you're going to weigh in on the internet, which is effectively in front of the entire world. And we're also going to have a little chat about how to deal with negative thoughts. Let's hustle. What's up, you guys? Again, it's your girl Erica. Welcome back. Thank you for joining me today. And in today's video, we are going to have my before pictures, my stats, and my weigh-in. I realized that I've been sharing with you my desire to lose almost 100 pounds, but I didn't tell you where I was starting from. And you literally cannot attack a problem until you know how big it is. And in this case, that big thing is me. And I don't say that to be negative. I say it to be real. I notice that sometimes in our society, we have a tendency to coddle people a little bit. We don't want to tell them that they're putting on weight or perhaps they're eating unhealthy. And while you're free to treat others however you'd like, I find that when you're dealing with yourself, that honesty is always the best policy. And I've had a tendency to be a little too positive about my weight, partly because of my height. At 5'11", when I gain weight, it tends to distribute evenly. I can still find clothes that look nice, you know, so I never really focused on the fact that I was getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and that something needed to be done about it. So without further ado, these are my before. Wait, if you have small children or like a little old lady with a pacemaker or something, you might want to put them out of the room before we take these pictures. And also any small pets. So we don't want anybody to get injured. So these are my before pictures. And this is how much I weigh today. I know, right? A starting weight of 267 pounds. 0.4 pounds. Okay, so we're going to talk a little later on about negative thoughts. Don't pay her any mind. That's just Ramona. She's kind of a part of my personality. You'll meet the different characters that hang out with me in my day-to-day life, and I'll explain a little more about what they do, how they function, and how their input can be positive and negative. So while Ramona is great with budgeting and keeping on track with my children's homeschooling schedule, she is not a health coach. She's very critical, kind of overbearing, and as you noticed, a little sarcastic. So while that is a part of my personality, that is not the part that is going to help me smile as I win over weight. So also, as I mentioned earlier, I'm 5'11", and my goal weight is, I know, right? So that is 267, don't forget the 0.4. 0.4 minus 175. I think that's like 92 pounds, 93, something like that. If my math is off, please let me know in the description box down below. So about these negative thoughts. For me, that takes the form of part of my personality. For you, it might be a friend, a family member, a coworker even, somebody who means well, but they don't always say the most encouraging things to you. So something I do when it comes to negative thoughts is that I don't allow them to stay. Think of them like an unwanted guest. You hear a knock on your door, you open the door, and when you see who it is, you have a choice. You can either talk to them at the door and get rid of them as quickly as possible. You can let them in and allow them to stay as long as you choose, or you can do what I like to do and simply slam the door. That is the number one tool that I use to deal with negative thoughts. The number two way that I deal with negative thoughts is to replace them with something positive. So for instance, during my weigh-in, there were some negative comments made in my mind about how heavy I had gotten. Good Lord, is that number right? We should turn it into a game show. Let's play How Fat Are You with Ramona Pickford. So instead of accepting that and inviting it in to sit down and stay, I decided to replace it with, this is just the beginning. This is where I am now, but I will not be staying here. And by sharing my journey, I may help someone else, or I may just allow them to help me. Because something I've learned is people cannot help you if you aren't honest. If you tell them half the truth, you make up things, you hide things, how are they going to truly speak life over you? How are they really going to encourage you? They need to know that I am this big. They also need to know how small I desire to be. They also need to know what my plan is so that they can encourage me. They can pray for me. They can tell me what's worked for them. They can tell me where I need to make tweaks. Or they can say to me in 6 weeks, girl, whatever you're doing ain't working. You need to make a change. And that's okay. I receive it all with thanksgiving. So let me know in the comment section down below how you deal with negative thoughts. Because if you don't get your mind right, nothing else is going to matter. When you have a rough day, when those negative thoughts decide to come in against you like a flood, what are you going to do? You better have a strategy. And mine is to win by replacing the negative with the positive. That goes for my thoughts, that goes for my level of activity, and it goes for my old raggedy friend, food. Alrighty, you guys, shout out to my hard hustling family, the joys of technical difficulties, or as I like to call it, where in the world is the rest of my footage, okay? So in any event, I wanted to bring this video to you on time. It is Monday, and I will be consistent in keeping my promises on this channel, okay? In my next video, I'll be giving you an updated weigh-in, letting you know how I think I did for the previous week, and also sharing some more encouragement and thoughts on the things that I am facing as I make this journey to being healthier, wealthier, and wiser. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Give me that thumbs up. Become a part of the notification family so you don't miss any of the shenanigans on my channel or any of my progress. I thank you so much for stopping by. Don't forget to share this video with someone that you think might benefit. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys, and just keep hustling.